But remember the thing I was talking about?
Oh, the
shirts. The shirts. A good invention would be to infuse cologne scent in the shirt and have a shirt that always smells like cologne. So, and even if you wash it a bunch of times, the smell is still there.
How do you keep it out for the smell from leaving while you're washing it?
You coagulate it. You coagulate it into gel. A certain type of gel.
Okay.
Whatever gel they use.
Do things really work this way, Casey?
I don't really know.
Okay.
I don't really know.
I was just wondering.
But this is just in my head.
I know the word coagulate.
This is in my head. This is in my head.
This is in your head? Okay. This is theoretical.
This is theoretical. It's just in my head.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the fibers that they use, you can go on an almost molecular level and inject this tube of
like fresh scent or Axe body spray or whatever.
But you put it in gel or something, some kind of gel.
Since the shirts would be expensive, it would be some kind of high end shit.
It would be a high end shirt, but eventually they'd get cheaper over time.
Right, they would. Yeah, then you'd have an Axe body spray.
A $20 cologne shirt. We'll call them cologne shirts.
Temu should come out with those
cologne shirts, so you don't have to ever put on cologne. You don't have to do any of that body stuff you normally do or whatever. It's just there. Boom.
And you have the shirt. To a low maintenance man like you, that would appeal.
That would appeal to me. Get it infused with that scent, and the scent never goes away.
Which scent would you want? What smells do you like?
Just a I guess kind of a fresh smell.
A fresh smell. Okay, like Febreze?
Something like that.
A Febreze shirt. Oh my God, Febreze could branch out into clothing lines. I mean, they probably wouldn't do that, but
they could.
They could go collab.
And if they could make it so that the smell is on you because you have the shirt on.
Right, and so you smell like
you put on that shirt every day. You can smell like something different. You know, and you could just keep it going.
Can't help
tomorrow
but
I want to smell like mangoes and pineapples.
I'm used to shirts smelling a certain way after they're worn, and that's not a good thing. My mind still goes there, but
this would be a highly specialized shirt.
I can picture this as a concept, as a product.
Yeah, you can picture it because it's so awesome. That's why. That's why you can picture it.
I really don't mind spraying perfume every day because then I get to pick which one I want, depending on what I'm doing, you know. And
yeah.
But I'm one of those people that said perfume.
Well, anyways, the cologne shirt's more for high-end people, you know. It's
right. It would have to be because nowadays all clothes.
Yeah, you sell that shit like $60, but you get like the most expensive, badass cologne on the planet.
No, then they'd have to sell it for a lot more than $60.
Well, okay.
Do you know how expensive perfumes and colognes are? The really high-end stuff.
Thousands, I know.
Not thousands, but like a bottle of that. My favorite scent.
High hundreds.
High hundreds. Black Opium is like.
So
I think it was $90 the last time I looked. So it's like about $100 for a full bottle of a nice, high-end perfume.
Yeah.
And I don't know how the
cologne
pink text goes with cologne.
The cologne is fucking expensive for men.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's kids out there buying like $180 cologne.
Right.
And you get like a tiny amount.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I'm curious now. I'm going to look on Sephora, and now I have to answer this question. So, luckily, on the Sephora website, which is not so luckily, really, but I used to be more into them. That's why I have so much makeup now that I don't need to buy more makeup. And I've discovered Amazon has much cheaper and kind of just as good makeup, really. I mean, I was buying certain things for the name. Yeah, see, there's the Black Opium. It's $172. It's gone up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like, this is the kind I used to buy it in that form, so that would be like $40.
I just don't get what perfume and cologne do.
They make you more attractive to the opposite sex, and sometimes the same sex. I mean, I've had people sit next to me and I've been like, oh my God, what are you wearing? It's so nice.
But how does that work?
They smell good. They smell good. I mean,
I know, but people
I used to be able
people
to
smell each other's pheromones subconsciously.
Right, but you smell something on top of that. Like, you know, when I'm wearing perfume and you smell.
Well, why would you want to be on top of the pheromone smell? The pheromone smell is the important smell to have out there.
I know the pheromone
So
smell
if you put,
is important, but
and that the natural body smell, I feel like, is a good smell to me. I don't need to put on some synthetic stuff that's like.
You're a very low maintenance man. I mean, you use your 3-in-1. Like, I remember when I first came to
Yeah,
the apartment,
3-in-1.
like,
That's the
3-in-1,
best,
like,
man. Why would you not want to use 3-in-1 when you can have shampoo, soap, and what else? There's shampoo and soap. So there's shampoo and soap.
That's.
What am I talking about that there's shampoo and soap in?
You're talking about your 3-in-1.
Oh yeah, there's all that
into.
is in one thing. Wouldn't you rather have that? That's so much more. That's so much better to have it all in one thing. Like, I wish I could put more things.
Better. Well, not necessarily.
I wish I could put more things in intermingle more things with more things.
I'm just trying to look up how much a high-end cologne costs. Online only, Gucci Intense Eau de Parfum with black pepper, reed, and cedarwood is $350 for a big bottle. I mean, just a
regular bottle.
Regular bottle, you know. So usually people buy them in roller balls if they like it and they want it. I mean, not usually, but just people of a certain same. Yeah, you get it. Anyway.
It's just crazy to me because there's a big not as many people wear perfume and cologne as they used to.
No, probably not. Because I know some people that really don't like it. I mean, my aunt has a thing where she just really, really doesn't like. She's kind of allergic to it a little bit.
I don't know. It feels fake.
Yeah.
When you put cologne on, it feels fake because it's not even you. It's not your real smell.
And you can kind of tell by this type of smell if it's expensive or not.
I can't really tell.
I can tell.
I can't really tell.
I mean, I can tell if someone sits down next to me and they're wearing really expensive, like, high-end perfume. I mean, I could just kind of tell. You can smell it. It's something about the smell, the complexity, and the tastiness. And I can smell of my own perfumes which ones were the nicer ones and which ones were not.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a get what you pay for type thing, but like talk.
It just feels fake.
TOCCA.
I don't know. There's a certain fakeness in it.
Well, it's supposed to be fake. It's all about artificiality, but it's about enhancing yourself for, well, male or female consumption, depending on what you're into.
But not all women like the cologne smell.
Right. Not all women like that. And not all women want a metrosexual guy that's like totally. Some people want a mountain man, and some people want a muscle guy. And I mean, I don't know. There's all sorts of men out there to choose from.
Am I a mountain man?
I think of you as a mountain man, kind of, especially when you had that beard.
Well, yeah, they all have beards. There's no clean-shaven mountain man.
I know, we cleaned you up a little bit, put you in those black sweaters. Those were nice with the leather jacket, the leather blazer.
I completely forgot that I went through a phase
you
where I
went
wore
through this phase where you wore
turtlenecks.
turtlenecks, and you looked great, man. You looked really good.
Well, it seems silly to me now.
Well, it's too hot right now, but when winter comes around...
Yeah, because I've actually looked into that... I actually looked into the shirts that they have for summer that are turtlenecks.
They're
like a t-shirt.
It's like a t-shirt with a turtleneck. They exist. They exist.
It's terrible. That's like one of the worst fashion things I've ever seen.
I thought the worst fashion thing you'd ever seen was that house coat I put on one more.
Well,
the lime green one that was.
I mean, you're talking about the one that has shoulders vintage. Way out here and shit.
No, it was a house coat. It didn't have shoulder pads.
Oh, well, the shoulder pads is one of the worst.
Shoulder pads were a problem.
That's a bad.
I mean, they were a bad thing.
That's bad.
I've only had one dress I wore that had shoulder pads. I got at Vintage, and it was during the 80s revival in the 2000s, so I wore it to clubs. And it was cut so that it looked good, but they weren't very big shoulder pads, and I still didn't like them.
Yeah.
I still was like,
they had in the 80s. They went all out on.
Yeah, the 80s they were out of control, and I remember thinking, why does everyone around me dress so terribly? Even as a
why
kid?
does everyone want shoulder pads to make their shoulders higher up?
Yeah, you want to look like a football player.
Why do you care?
I understand the power suit concept, but like.
Yeah, but that's taking it too far. I mean,
right?
You know,
the 80s
it's an artificial
they took it
thing.
too far. I don't mind
like
artificiality. I find it
look. That's the same way I view cologne. The same way we're talking about.
Oh, artificiality.
That it's like it's artificial. It feels artificial. It doesn't.
So is that why you don't like it when I wear like heavy goth makeup? Or the times I've tried to, I don't know if I've gotten it right.
No, I like goth makeup.
Do you like it more skillfully applied than I can do it?
Yeah, I like the ones where they're doing a real like.
I do. I
like
see them. I see them on. Yeah, I see them on.
Those are the ones I like. If you could do that,
I can't do that.
I don't know why you. How can you not? You were an artist.
I was an artist, right? But I.
So why can't you do your eyes?
I didn't wear makeup in high school, really, except for just my mother wasn't into makeup. She still isn't into makeup. She doesn't know how it all works, and so I got into it my own.
If your mom.
Right, no, but she had bought me my first makeup, which was like Clinique or something, you know.
Yeah.
And it was like foundation and lipstick, and that was what I wore. I didn't know about eyeliner. I didn't know about eyeshadow. I didn't know anything about makeup in high school, and so I wasn't one of those like teen goths, like carefully perfecting their art, you know, design. Because I see people doing them that must have started in the teenagers, and they are so. Amazing.
You can get good if you practice enough.
I mean, if I sat around all the time drawing, like, do you really think that's a good use of my time?
Not really.
No, neither do I, honey. Neither do I. If I could be reading a book or writing something. Reading Hyperion, yes. I didn't read any of it today. I just played ghosty video games. But
oh, man.
I got a really interesting philosophical chat with my meta classes. Or I was asking it to explain different philosophical concepts, so I learned a few things and found out also that its limitations, like it can't go into private Discord servers.
Yeah.
It doesn't have access to that information because I asked it about the Covenant of Satan.
Okay.
Because sometimes I ask it about things I know about just to test the breadth of its knowledge.
Yeah.
Against my own and see if it can find out stuff or not, or how much it. Like, I have to specify the Reno, Nevada band Void Singer when I ask for your music.
Yeah, because.
Or even then, sometimes I have to look it up myself.
Because sometimes it'll pop up the word, the void, the void.
There's a band called Void Space Singer that popped up on my Apple Music. Oh, I can't look at my phone. It's spelling right. But
you got your phone that you want to look it up.
I know.
You can't.
There's
a screen there.
I know. There's a screen there. The screen is over there, so I can't use it. I could look it up on this though. What did I want to look up?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either. But this is fun to follow. This is harkens back to our early days of this sort of thing.
Well, that weed.
I was really trying not to say it, honey, but yes. Yes.
Why are you trying not to say it?
Well, because I don't know what I'll do with this video, and I mean, there's a possibility it might make its way on YouTube. Like when Mother said, "Yeah, I should see me on YouTube," and with the shaved head, and I was like, "Oh, I've been releasing stuff, but not with the shaved head." She really liked the black bob because she said I looked younger, and I was trying to explain like radical self-acceptance of aging to her, and she's like, "I'm 80." But I think she's from a different generation, you know, so she was not so stoked to get older. But the decrepitude is really the hardest part for her. She hikes, you know, she still backpacks as like a 70-year-old woman. I'm like, oh my God. Someone's in good shape. And it's
I won't even be sitting up when I'm 60.
You probably won't.
I'm just gonna be laying down all the time. I'm not even gonna get up.
Oh my God, babe! You have to. You can't get diabetes. We can't afford insulin.
I'm not gonna get diabetes.
No, I don't think you are, especially since you're doing the Wegovy.
But
now.
if at this point in my life all I do is sit,
right,
when I'm older, the next step would naturally be to lay.
Well, I spent a couple of years laying down when I got really sick through COVID.
It's not fun to lay down all the time.
No, it's okay if you have something to do. Like I had an iPad and a TV at the foot of the bed, so I was pretty well entertained and I slept a lot.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember being bored at all. I noticed I was disassociating so much. It was just kind of weird. I was just trying to figure out what the hell was going on. But when I finally got to the point where I could think, I just couldn't get out of bed for very long. I could just get up and go to the bathroom and come back, basically. Or go to the kitchen and get food and come back. But then I had to lay down. I just wasn't strong enough. I lost all my muscle tone. I lost all my bitch and yoga muscles that I used to have from I brought from LA when I was in really good shape. I was like cut when I came from LA.
You were?
I was. I really was.
You were cut?
I was like as in really good shape. I did yoga all the time.
How many years ago was that?
10 years ago.
Just 10 years ago?
Just 10 years ago. I lost all my muscle tone when I got COVID. I lost it all. Even in my fingers where I used to type, where I've been building typing muscles for like my entire lifetime.
Well, how do you have muscles now though?
I have muscles now because I built them back up through using them. I mean, I didn't go to physical therapy. I didn't involve the medical establishment at all because I just couldn't afford it.
You just walked on a cane.
I used a cane for a while that I ordered off Amazon. Yes, that cane over there. For like a while, I kind of wasn't keeping track of time too well, so I couldn't tell you how long, but a long time.
Like 6 months.
Something like that. Yeah, something like that. And I would do oxygen infusions because they were supposed to help with long COVID. I have a machine that like will put oxygen through these kind of little things you put in your nose, like in a hospital.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It feels really good. It's really nice to get fresh oxygen.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Yeah, it was healing.
Fresh oxygen.
Fresh oxygen. So if we ever need one of those, I have one put away.
My sense of smell has been coming back.
Oh really? That's so great. You can smoke your freedom now. Not that
well, because I'm not smoking anymore, so my sense of smell, because that smoking decreases your sense of smell.
See, COVID took my sense of smell, but it's coming back a little bit. Like I could smell that mint stuff, and I could taste it too. You know.
Yeah.
But like a lot of things I miss. Like I don't smell, but this is all through the fact that I'm here all the time. I don't smell any cat pee smell.
I don't smell cats.
I don't smell the cats. I don't smell the cats, and we have 8. And wasn't it like when Rob first started coming over, when we first started dating, that like, he didn't want to come over because it smelled like cat pee too much?
Yeah.
Yeah, you told me about that. I get it. We do have a lot of cats, and I think I might have still been recovering cleaning up all the litter box mess. I think I cleaned it up pronto though, and I realized I had a relationship, and I had to like get myself together.
Yeah.
But I started to be more conscientious about that. Because I love having a lot of cats. I love our cats, each and every one of them, even the ones that are kind of feral.
You know that they did a study and found that people that are more intelligent usually have cats.
Yeah, I would believe it.
But not dogs.
Yeah, dogs are kind of, I mean, dogs, you can just tell the dog is like, even though you told me they had more bigger brains, they don't act as intelligent.
Well, that's because you're transposing what you think the cat is thinking or feeling.
Right, you think the cat is thinking deep Buddha-like thoughts. You don't
know what's in that cat's brain.
Yeah.
But we do know that they have something like 250 million neurons in their brain. It's the basic thing that make up the brain.
Okay, yeah, I know what a neuron is, yeah.
Yeah, and dogs have about twice that amount of neurons. So I think dogs
might be putting on a little app. They might be smart enough to put on an app.
No, the smartest thing to do as a pet would be to listen to whatever your master says, and then they'll give you everything.
Right.
So the smartest way to act is not like a cat. A cat acts like they don't give a shit. Or it seems like they
own cats. Look at Betty. Look at Betty the Illuminati. Draper, Lambert, Fritz.
Seems like a happy cat.
Betty's a happy cat, and Betty is she's so social. She's reached the point where she'll get on Cheryl's lap, and she's always on my lap in the mornings. meowing and purring and really happy, and then it's just something cats do. They're really happy you made it through the night every morning. Which is, I think, dates back to them being pack animals. I read that somewhere.
Yeah, cats, they're not as intelligent as dogs. Dogs are doing the smartest thing. That's why dogs are the most popular pet in America.
Well, I understand that. A dog's all
Because
right.
they're smart.
I like dogs, but
they know how to play a person.
Right. I don't like to be played. I think that's what it is. I don't
well,
like to
everybody's playing. Everybody does that.
I don't know. I feel like I try to use as much honesty as possible in my life. You know.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm not saying that dogs are manipulating.
Yeah, I'm like, wait, what do you mean? Every human is playing every other human? Like, I try to just be myself.
In a way, in some ways, yeah, people are always doing that.
Maybe, I mean, if you're trying to like be pleasant or be conversational, or
you suck them in whatever way you can. I don't do that either, but
on
I
purpose.
know that a lot.
Some people have whole social strategies, and
I don't do that at all. But I know a lot of people do it.
Right.
I know a lot of people do that.
Right, and I mean, some people just have this certain magic about them.
They're not even caring about what they're not even caring about what they're saying. They're just saying what they're just throwing stuff on a wall. They're just throwing everything out there to see if you respond to it. And if you respond favorably, then they continue on that topic, and they get you further and further interested.
Conversation.
I know but that's what it is. You're putting out your
conversation is supposed to suck someone, and not everyone wants to talk. I mean, you know, you're in situations where it's inappropriate to talk, or where it's just like you're not supposed to be social, or where you just don't want to be social because you don't know when to land, like you're on an airplane or something. So if you start,
I always feel like
you have to talk for the whole flight.
I always feel like there's no need to talk when you're eating. Like if you're eating a meal, you don't need to talk.
I think that's because you weren't raised sitting around a table. Because I was raised sitting around a table eating meals, and we always had
because my dad's dad, my grandfather, he would. What were we talking about?
Sitting around a table for a meal, like we never do. I always want to.
No, my grandfather did that, and. They didn't talk around the table.
Oh, they didn't talk. Okay. See,
there's some families where it's just like you don't talk when you're eating.
Okay.
You're not supposed to. You can, but it's considered rude.
Oh, see, we weren't like that. We were very much into talking, and that was when like Mom and Dad believed it was good to connect with the kids, and especially when Jeff was living with us, she'd make these big bowls of pasta, and we'd all sit around the table and eat, and like. I've hosted dinner parties, like, at their house or at when me and Katie had that apartment in Echo Park, where, you know, you've got your long table and, you know, chairs and, you know. And I guess that really is the dining room table because we only usually use it on special occasions. Like, I think I used it when I had my parents over for Christmas dinner once. Or not Christmas dinner, but some sort of Christmas Eve thing. Because they're used to sitting at a table. They're going to expect us to sit at a table. But we're not.
Because some families...
They'll probably see this.
Some families just don't talk that much. And it's not out of... because they don't want to talk. It's just because they're so into the food.
Oh.
That they're not talking because they're just like eating the food and enjoying it.
Right. So I was taught that like when you have a meal with someone, it's conversational.
Yeah.
You know, like when you go on a date. One reason I have so many mental problems is because in fact, this is weird. I was using the AI glasses as my therapist slightly because I don't have a therapist right now. And I was talking about how I was raised in strict security but not told why. Like the house had a security system and we always had to have a dog on it and my parents were really strict about, I mean, they would let me go out at night.
Didn't your parents get pets?
Teenager. No, Dad was allergic to anything with fur or feathers, so we only had like...
Damn.
Yeah, I had a rat, and my sister had this little snake, and my cousin had birds, but we didn't really have cats. That's why I have so many cats now. We never had cats, and I loved the cats. And dogs.
Yeah.
We never had dogs.
Yeah, dogs are. I grew up with dogs.
Yeah, see, my dad was allergic, so we didn't.
Dogs are great.
They are
Dogs
great.
are
They're
amazing.
Really
they're really amazing. They're really sweet. When you really fall in love with a dog, and then lose that dog, it's really hard. I had a dog I loved like that. I had a dog. I forget his name right now.
It's okay, babe. I
had him for like 6 years, and then he died of cancer.
Oh, sad. Yeah.
Just don't remember his name right now, and I don't know why. I just don't remember his name.
Yeah. That's okay.
Maybe it's my brain is trying to black it out of my memory.
I mean, maybe because you have trauma around it. PTSD does that. It puts things in a dark space where you don't have to access them all the time, and they only come up occasionally. I mean, they still do bubble to the surface periodically, or if you're triggered by something, but usually it takes a trigger. Psychology moment. But anyway, what I was saying is that, like, since I was raised with this certain perspective that, because I asked the glasses, isn't there no real safety, no real safe space wherever you are, and no real privacy anymore? I mean, that's honestly, and then she started in with her whole, like, if that's a heavy thing, if you're dealing with crisis, call 988. I'm like, no. This has been my baseline my entire life.
We live in privacy.
No, we're being monitored. I watched the police surveillance segment on Last Week Tonight, and they're watching everybody inside their houses.
Not inside their houses.
Yeah, they are. They can see through this camera regardless of what I'm doing with our meta glasses, and probably like they're here from our technology. I mean, it's not just the tech. There's
but there's also
really
like
advanced surveillance.
It's also really like, just, why do you care?
Well, I think the police care because they're trying to head off crimes before they begin.
I know, but I'm saying, like, why do you care about it?
I just like to be aware. I just like to be aware. I mean, I don't do anything illegal, but I just like to be aware.
Yeah.
So I just like to be aware of that. But the coming back to the safety thing, that's really the key point, was that I grew up with there being no concept of safety, and the world was an incredibly dangerous place because these people in this drug cartel wanted to kill my father and his whole family. And he didn't tell us this until we were much, much, much older, like adults. And so I was raised this way without knowing why. And, like, the glasses, of all things, were saying, like, well, that must have been a huge barrier between you and other children. I'm like, maybe that's why I could never really get along with other kids or bond with them. And I mean, I think that's very possible because we were coming from a different baseline place. They were kids. They were safety and innocence were just understood.
Yeah.
And I had innocence. I was taught to be afraid.
Well, I think that's good.
I mean, it put a healthy dose of, like, home security awareness into me because, and also as a woman, since I lived alone for so many years, I never had any home invasions,
Yeah. Well, crime is much more rare than you might think. It's like,
well, here in Old Southwest, but they're over there.
It depends on where you are, but
yeah, it depends on where you are.
I mean, there's nothing really super violent in Reno, but
oh, I don't know about that. They're probably
not compared to some other places.
Okay, maybe not compared to some other places.
But I lived right by a hood in Pennsylvania. It's called Chester. And Chester's a total ghetto, and I had to drive through there sometimes. It was dangerous as fuck.
Oh wow. I know LA has this area. We only drove through them once. Just do something. I don't know why.
When you see, like, broken beer bottles and like condoms,
I lived in San Francisco, man. I lived in the
condoms and like broken bikes in the street and things like that, and like diapers just thrown around and laying on the ground.
Well, it was what I would see was more like the detritus of homeless people, like actual human feces on the ground. Like San Francisco, in that type of way, it's like that.
That's pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. I mean, I lived there because it was the worst, one of the worst neighborhoods. It wasn't as it was a neighborhood white people could live in that was centered in the center of the city and where rent was really cheap.
Yeah.
So I could get a studio for $800.
Yeah.
Which was kind of stretching it for a little bit for me, but that's as long as I had my job. When I had my job, it was okay.
Yeah.
And so when I worked for the accounting firm, and so that was really like the height of my success. And so as a receptionist, but anyway, when I lost that job, I kept the apartment for a while, but after I'd lived there with that awful boyfriend, I just needed something new. And in retrospect, maybe I should have kept it. Like, certain friends were like, maybe you should stay there, but I really couldn't afford it. I wanted to have the extra money for myself.
So where'd you go?
I moved to have roommates, and I had roommates. And then the same thing always happens with me and roommates, is that I got kicked out.
Why do you always get kicked out?
In some situations, it was for not knowing how to clean well enough, and for leaving messes, and because my cat that's a house in Portland I was kicked out of. But in San Francisco, it was mostly because of the hard partying, honestly. People don't like that in their house, if they're not into that.
Yeah.
So, like, I understand now that I'm older and more sober, but, like, back then, but it sucked. I mean, it really did. I lost several beautiful apartment shares that way. And gained kind of a lifetime trauma of homelessness. This is why I will, like, never move out of this house if I don't have to. The history of this house is he owned it with his brother, because their parents left them, they took them both. And it had been left to my grandparents by my grandma's sister, Theda.
Yeah.
And Theda and Butch lived here, and they were my great aunt and uncle, and I actually researched because I wanted to know, and I researched, like, did they build the house? And they actually said that this part of Old Southwest was actually built by a lot of, like, contracting companies, but they would build the houses and sell them really quick, so it seemed like. So I think that's probably where my dad gets a little confused, because I don't really know if, like, Butch and Theda were capable of building a house. And why would you if you could just buy one in a nice neighborhood, which this one is, and still is, that the houses in this part of Old Southwest were built by contractors and were built kind of more the same, you notice, like they're not as nice as the other ones, but
yeah, well, this one isn't as nice as.
Yeah, this one is as nice.
Basically, almost any one of them.
I know that.
It's the least nice house in all of Old Southwest.
It probably is, but it's the nicest house I've ever. Well, except for my parents' house that I've ever lived in. I mean,
well, it's nice just to have a house.
It's nice just to have a house. I mean, Generation X was locked out of housing pretty completely. I mean, I read this feature in some magazine that was like how Generation X is returning to the hobbies of their youth because they're cheap, like skateboarding or like punk rock or like thrifting or I mean, a lot of things that are. We did also because they were economical and they were all we could afford,
Yeah.
So, but making a culture out of it, and like a Gen X culture is just like that, even though everyone's 50.
Damn, I was just thinking, man, I want some peanut butter because I just ate a meal. I was thinking that, then I realized I haven't eaten anything.
You haven't. You have the week
all day.
Baby. It's so good for you. You're gonna lose so much weight. You already have. You already look better.
Well,
it's good for you.
I've only lost like less than 10.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still apparent, and you're on the right track. And I'm glad.
And then Wegovy, it moves slowly because you can't just give the highest dose all at once.
Right, no way. You ease up.
You would get fucking.
Yeah, it would fuck you up.
You'd get sick as hell.
Right.
You'd be sick as hell.
In fact, I didn't explain to my mom, and I should have, that the last time I went on GLPs, I had to go off of them halfway through because they were giving me such awful stomach cramps, and I just wasn't willing to put up with that much pain to lose more weight. Because I was already down to an acceptable weight. I'm still an acceptable weight, I think. She hasn't seen me in a while, so. Because I was telling her, she's like, you should go on GLPs. I mean, there's the risk of diabetes. And I'm like, Mom, I need to be able to stay strong enough to, like, walk around. Like, because I was afraid I would end up bedbound again because I was getting weaker. It does eat up your muscles. And I had only just regained those muscles. So I was like, it's not really safe for me.
What is eating your muscles?
Well, when you take GLP-1, I mean,
GLP-1.
The kind I had. I mean, maybe it would go.
We have tirzepatide.
They've advanced.
Those
since I was
work.
home.
They work slightly differently. Semaglutide and tirzepatide.
Okay, so maybe I just wasn't on the best stuff.
No, that is the best stuff. Tirzepatide is better than semaglutide.
Okay. Well, I mean, I would rather keep my muscles because I was worried I would get too weak and have to lie in bed again.
Yeah.
And that apparently can happen if you stay on it when you shouldn't. So, I mean, they were telling me it's good you realize this and tapped out. And also I was getting these horrible stomach cramps and I just didn't want to be in that much pain. I was like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. I should just accept the body I have, be done with it.
Yeah, but when my weight keeps slowly going up, it gets me a little concerned with
right, I understand with you are overweight and you have to lose weight.
Yeah.
But I don't think that I am.
No, that you're not.
Yeah. And I mean, I just have this thing now, Fupa or whatever.
Yeah, that's okay.
But that's aging. That happens when you get this old. And I am old, darling. I am turning to dust. I'm crawling out of my coffin and being like, oh, they have a Generation Z now. Oh boy, I'm tired.
Yeah.
Not really. You know that, but now 50 doesn't seem like that old.
Not compared to our parents.
Yeah.
They're old.
They're old.
We're not that old. We're not that old.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call myself a
I'm
kid.
about to be 49.
I would call myself middle-aged, but we're middle-aged.
I don't know what age is middle age is really supposed to be.
I feel like it's from...
Because
it really
you got to look at it technically. Middle, it means middle. So you take the average lifespan of a human, a male, which is 78.
Okay.
And then, what am I doing?
You're like theorizing, which I don't think is the right way to get to the conclusion, what it is to be middle-aged by the actual
No, you go to the middle of how long that person is likely to live. So you're talking 30s. That's middle age.
Right. But I've heard people say, "Oh, finally it answered." I asked it what dark academia was, and like Gemini was taking a really long time. I mean, I kind of know, but I was just wanting details. Oh yeah, I've seen the fashion. Yeah. Ah, yes. That's definitely something I like. Cabin core? I don't even know what that is. I mean,
that's like they dress like
they're
Seattle grunge rockers.
Oh,
or a guy with an axe. It's just, you know.
Oh, sexy! A guy with an axe.
A guy with an axe and a beard, and he probably has. What are those kind of shirts called?
I don't know.
You know, like in Seattle.
I'm not familiar with that type of flannel.
Seattle
flannel. Okay.
They have flannel, and they have big boots on.
Okay, I know the look.
That's
the look, but that's
typical,
usually the type of man I date.
I know.
I mean, LA was not exactly full of lumberjacks.
Yeah, lumberjack is another word for it.
Yeah, kind of the lumberjack look.
There's a lumberjack look, and I had it. I have it a little bit when I had a beard.
You had a beard, and
when I had a beard,
a little thinner. You had the little lumberjack look, and you were my like. You know how we had that joke that we were a Hallmark holiday movie?
A Hallmark movie?
Yeah, or maybe this all took place in my head. I don't know. Didn't we ever talk about this? I know we talked about this when we were first dating.
We're like a Hallmark movie?
We were like a holiday Hallmark movie because there was so much talk on the internet too about this, and I was like, you know, the big city girl comes back home and she meets this like sexy lumberjack who just happens to be single, and who she knew when she was young or something, or is a new one, and they hook up and she moves out to the country, and it's a happy country Christmas.
Mm.
Which was kind of what happened with you and I, except I'd been here for 10 years. I was just extremely lonely and bored.
Yeah.
I married someone distasteful for a period of time. So dealing with that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a little like that. I mean, it was kind of more of a joke, really, between us. I thought it was between us. Do you even remember?
I don't.
I remember this because I'm a romantic.
I'm a romantic.
You are. You've given me roses before.
I can't help what I remember.
Yeah, you can't help what you remember, especially right now. So it's okay, babe. It's okay.
No, but I don't remember. I'm trying to remember the name of my dog that I had.
If you can't remember the name of your childhood pets, I say now your memories are just.
No, it's not. It's that was my favorite pet was when I was with Natalie. So that was in my 30s.
Okay, so when you were middle-aged.
Yeah, middle-aged.
So now we're just more middle-aged? 50?
No, we're latter-aged.
That sounds like Latter-day Saints, which I do not support.
Well, we're latter-aged.
That's not a word.
I know it's ladder is a word and
ladder is a word and aged is a word, but there's not a portmanteau. We're still under the umbrella of middle age that lasts till you're like 60.
Then what's it called?
Or 55.
Then what's it called?
I was going to ask Gemini, but I got distracted reading about Dark Academia. Let me ask again, because you were trying to just theorize it with math, and that's how some things work. That's not how other things work. So let me.
I think people just want to say they're middle aged so they can appear younger.
No, I know people don't want to be middle aged.
Yeah, but you'd rather be middle aged than older aged.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think about. I'm like, when I get really old and decrepit and my body.
Are you still going to say you're middle aged when you're 90?
No. I may be from LA, but I don't do that lying about your age thing.
I'm not saying you're going to lie about your age. I'm just saying.
I mean, there it was like, yeah, you had to stay 28.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I was turning 38. No, 38. I was turning 38, and my boyfriend was throwing a birthday party for me, so we went up to Palm Springs to this condo our friends had. And anyway, it was like my birthday weekend, and it was like another couple came with us that we were friends with. It was really fun birthday. But someone we were talking to, like at a bar or something, like, was making a big deal about how I was saying, oh yeah, it's my 38th birthday, and he's, well, forever 28. And I'm like, okay, that's how they prefer the women to stay that way, but that's not how nature works.
Yeah.
That's not how real life works. But you're supposed to keep pretending you are, even though logistically in the digital age that's impossible. Middle age refers to the period of human life between young adulthood and old age. Demographically and medically, it's most commonly defined as spanning from roughly ages 40 to 65. Yeah, that's what I thought.
65?
Yeah.
You're still middle-aged in 65?
I thought it went to 55, but yeah. And women have menopause, and
there's no way that somebody calls somebody at 65 years old middle-aged.
I would.
There's no way.
I would call it.
I would? That doesn't make sense. They're old.
Well,
they're old. They're not middle-aged.
Well, I don't know.
If you're
That's
65, if you're 65, you're old.
That's always what I used to think. Yes.
You are, though. You are old.
Well, according to the truth, if we're going to get down to objective truth sources, Source Gemini, which does hallucinate.
Gemini, okay.
But does also use Google instead of Bing.
Yeah, but they're just throwing terms on stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm asking it all these terms.
But in reality, you're old. You're not middle-aged.
It's a matter of perspective.
You're not middle-aged. You're old. At 65, you're old. 50, you're getting there.
I'm getting there. We both are. Well, you're younger than me, you sweet.
I'm way younger. I'm a whole year younger.
A whole year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm much more mature because I'm a year older.
Well, you're about to be 50.
I'm about to be 50 in like 2 months, a month and a half.
2 months.
2 months.
3 months.
3 months. No, it wasn't 3 months. August, September, and then it's October 1st. It's my birthday.
Yeah.
So 2 months.
2 months?
Yeah, because right now it's August. It's the beginning of August. So we have all of August, and then all of September, and then it's my birthday, October 1st. My birthday isn't in October. It's
less than 2 months.
The 1st of October. Less than 2 months, I'm going to be 50. Oh my god. So I'm back to my gray hair, and I really like it, even though my mother doesn't, and I know. Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it some.
Okay. You're like, I can
I'm
put
not
up
gonna
with
lie.
it.
I'm not gonna
don't
lie.
Don't lie. Tell me the truth. Tell me the honest to God truth. Or honest to Satan truth.
I kind of like it.
You kind of like it. Okay, that's acceptable. That's acceptable. I appreciate your honesty.
It's okay for now.
It's okay for now. Yeah, because that's what it is. It's a transitional phase.
So really, I don't have any
really
thoughts on it.
Okay.
It's just that the long hair looks way better.
The long hair does look way better, and I'm going to grow this out into the long hair. It just will take some time.
It's gonna take a real long time.
I measure time in different ways. I mean, I lived here for so long that time almost lost its meaning. And I was so alone and so, like, isolated that there was just this kind of, like, timelessness feeling where, like, my hair would grow out really fast. I would cut it off. I cut it really short because it was too long and it was too heavy and I couldn't get around with my hair that heavy. So I just cut it all off. And because I had long hair and then it just grew back long again, like relatively quickly.
Yeah.
So that's how I figured I could do this.
Yeah.
I just didn't realize there'd be so many more moments when I'd be behind a camera, and because my life now has changed. Or around friends. I mean, Cheryl likes it, but
yeah,
you know.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not sweating.
Okay.
It's okay. I mean, it's a transitional phase, and it was what I wanted to do.
You're going through a transition. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, it's the transitional. It's my menopause haircut. Kind of.
It
kind of is. It kind of does correspond to menopause.
Yeah.
Because menopause is when women really stop taking shit. Taking any shit.
Yeah.
You may notice.
Well, you notice I'm the same way.
Yeah, I notice you're the same way. At that age, one becomes very set in one's ways and is like, you know how we've tried to change each other in certain ways, and
yeah,
sometimes it works, and sometimes we just have to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
You know. But I love you.
I love you too.
Want to smooch? No, we're not gonna smooch. Okay, you did that, so we're not gonna.
What? What?
I wasn't suggesting a full makeout session in front of the camera. I mean, it's not that kind of movie, but love you. Anyway,
I just want like.
You're so funny. I don't know why that cracks me up so much. Hi, Betty. You're on Candid Camera. Except I guess if it's a tripod, it's premeditated camera. But
yeah, it's premeditated. Well, I mean, it'd just be funny if they had a show called Premeditated Camera.
That's what I should call this video.
Premeditated Camera.
That's what I should call this video once I go through and like cut it.
Yeah, because if you really think about it, almost all video is premeditated video.
Yeah, but it's funny because you never say it.
You never say it, but that's what it is.
There was that show Candid Camera, but this is Premeditated Camera.
Even Candid Camera was probably still premeditated in a lot of ways.
In a lot of ways, it probably was like reality shows and like a lot of other things.
They throw in scripts. They have things they're doing.
Right.
Not everything is actually real.
Obviously, I mean, so few things are.
Unless you're watching Big Brother.
It's so hard to get close to the
Big
truth.
Brother is real.
I mean, the amount of people that are lying on the internet is constantly lying. And
no, but remember that show Big Brother?
I remember hearing about it. I didn't watch it.
That's totally real because they have cameras where they have like secret cameras where you can like go online and look in the hidden place that they are, or
oh my god,
you could look. You could just watch them while they're brushing their teeth or whatever. It's really boring.
Wow.
It's boring. It's real. It's real though. It's totally real.
Wow. So that was a phase of reality TV. See, I
that
thought
was a phase of there are certain reality shows that are completely
I like a little
real.
bit of flavor of love, but
there's certain shows that are completely real though.
Okay.
But
interesting. I've read about it.
And like Survivor is real.
Survivor's real? Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely real.
Oh my god, my old coworker.
They're really on an island. They're really on an island, and they have to play games against each other to live, to survive.
Cool.
It is, but it's fun to watch.
Okay.
It's fun to watch, but yeah, I like Survivor. That's a good show.
Interesting. I've never seen it. I just remember being really annoyed because I didn't have a TV. I had my little studio apartment as the Tenderloin, and there was a big upgrade from where I lived before. But I didn't have a TV because I just wasn't one of those people that watch TV.
Yeah.
I wasn't the media monster I am now. And anyway, so my coworkers would always be talking about the show Survivor when I got to work.
Well, yeah, I mean that back then that's what they
back then that was a big deal, and you talk about it's something that's appropriate office conversation, you know.
Yeah.
So, I remember kind of resenting Survivor for that reason, just because I couldn't participate, even though it also didn't sound that interesting to me. It didn't sound like some TV show I'd like, but I wasn't used to watching TVs because I haven't had TV so long.
There's no telling. I mean, you got hooked on 90 Day Fiancé for a little while.
I wasn't hooked. I was just watching as a favor to you. I was like, well, this is kind of interesting, but I'm not really hooked. I didn't get hooked.
You didn't watch enough of it.
Yeah, well, maybe that's it. You know, sometimes
you got to keep watching that.
I don't want to. I have so much other stuff to watch. I can watch Daisy Jones and the Six again.
Why do you want to always see the same shows over and over?
Because it's comfort television. It's like glamour and comfort television. I mean, how do you beat that? And rock and roll.
Because you find something new.
Yeah, well, I had American Horror Story, but now I have Daisy Jones and the Six. Constantly be on the search
for new things.
I don't necessarily think so, because as you get older, you start to realize that something new under the sun, and that, you know, there really are no new ideas. We just keep recycling and repackaging them, and, like, reinventing things, and, like, doing things a little different. I mean, technology advances, yes, and, like, human ways of life change. Like, we're going through this massive economic crunch right now, but, like...
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Not anymore, because I don't remember any of it. I don't remember any of it.
Okay.
I don't remember it. My memory is blank.
That's okay, because I'm...
What were you talking about?
I forget.
we were talking about something that was pretty important at the time.
It was pretty interesting. Oh yeah, economic shifts, time passes. Okay, we were on that tip, but like, what else happened? I was trying to explain a concept to you about over time there are no new ideas. That was it. They taught me that in art school.
Yeah, well, I've always known that.
Well, yeah, it's kind of one of those old saws, you know. No new ideas, good artists borrow, great artists steal. That's another thing they taught me in art school.
Yeah.
I mean, those are things that are pretty well
That's what life is.
Yeah.
That's what life is.
Well, yeah, I know that. But I mean, as a creative, like, you're constantly dealing with the same real... I mean, if you look at a deck of tarot cards, if those are archetypes, then you're constantly dealing with the same basic problems of how to make a story compelling. I mean, and duck into, if you choose, and I mean, I like to, certain aspects of the archetypes. I mean, they just will show up anyway, because that's... Have you heard Carl Jung?
Yeah.
Yeah, have you read his Theory of Archetypes?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't remember fully.
Okay. I loved it, so that's a big thing.
I didn't like it because he was kind of spiritual.
He was a little bit, but I was in a way I could kind of get into it. I kind of did, even though I was an atheist.
No, I couldn't.
I thought it was really interesting.
I like the purely scientific ones.
Right. See, I'm more like a liberal arts person, and you're more of a science person.
Yeah. for me, the ultimate truth matters.
To me, there is no ultimate truth, and we've discussed this endlessly, so we don't need to get back to going down that rabbit hole again.
Well, it depends on how far science can go. Maybe they can find it.
Absolute truth.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read in Wired about how tech bros talk about how like inventing AIs are like inventing God.
I think they're kind of right.
Well, I mean, they do have a certain control over the information that's released and shared. Most definitely. And what they can and cannot access depending on, like, who has access to what information? You know, like the FBI has access to more information. The police forces have access to different information about their specific areas.
Yeah.
And, you know, the government has access to some information. Actually, quite a vast amount, but they found
a large amount.
CIA and FBI deal with it.
Why would we divorce?
I can't imagine why. I wouldn't want to divorce you.
Yeah.
And we have such a good way of living together.
Yeah.
We vibe well, and that's hard to find. You know, someone you can live with and spend all your time with, and
yeah, I know.
You know, so I'm really happy to do it.
Yeah.
I just want you to know that.
I already know, because you told me so.
I told you so many times. Oh, okay. I always think he should know that. He should know that. And then I tell you again and again, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we're at the stage of marriage where we know most of each other's stories, so.
I mean, I feel like you don't know a lot of mine.
Yeah, tell me your stories. Tell me some of yours.
I don't know how to do anything but exist.
Oh, my sweet bunny. You make beautiful music. I was even listening to it today on my own without being coerced by you. Not that you coerce me to listen to anything, but because I tend to like your music. I just need a change from it sometime. I'm always on my music, you know.
Yeah. You were listening to my album today?
I was, though. I missed you, so I was just like, turned on your album. And I wanted to hear Dance of the Dead Stars.
Oh, you couldn't turn on the new one, though.
Yeah, I can. It's not
out yet.
It's not out yet.
I just have it on my phone. I just have the
right. And I asked my meta glasses about the Reno band Lloyd Singer, and then it asked me if there's anything more I'd like to know, and I said, oh, I just wanted to know what you knew because I'm married to Casey, and I said, oh, Small World, and the Judi Dench voice I have it like assigned to.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's one of the things I do with when I'm working with an AI is ask it about things I already know about. To find out what information it has access to.
Yeah. That's a good way to do things.
Yeah, so whenever I'm working with a new one, or like, I mean, they just did a software update on this, and it's.
I know you tested the hell out of Gemini then.
Oh yeah, I did test the hell out of Gemini. I did.
And Gemini turned out to be really good.
It did.
Because I tested it too.
I haven't done one thing with it that I used to do on ChatGPT that I paid when I paid $20 for it, but I can't afford that anymore. $20 a month is a lot when you're on disability. Anyway, but it would, I could work out a story with it, and it would generate prompts for Sora that I would just then copy paste and plug in, and it would know this. It would work out the story beats, and so it would be able to help me along with the filmmaking, kind of filling in for the stuff I didn't know how to do. Though I would formulate the basic story, and the setting, and the mood, and we would talk about it a lot beforehand and work it out.
Yeah. Those
films I used to make when Sora existed on Sora. And I mean, now with only 3 generations allowed anywhere else, unless you're paying a lot, I can't do it. I can't really make long form stuff anymore. I have to just make them short.
Could you make me something?
Yeah, what do you want?
Just a ham and cheese sandwich.